In this particular session, let us try to see the special cases of perfect elastic collisions. Already we know that formula for final velocity v1 is equal to, what is the shortcut we wrote? First we had to write down the sum like this, skeleton. v2 is equal to m1 plus m2 into u1, and like this. First of all, we need to prepare the skeleton of the equation. Then take the highest priority for v1. Therefore, you can write down as m1 minus m2. Here 2 into you can write down as what? m2 you can write down. At this case, take highest priority for v2. Therefore, u2 only you write down here like this, m2 minus m1. Here you write down what, Nana? 2 into m1. So like this we have to write down here. Now in the given case, what are the important things you have to remember during the problematic area? Please try to remember these are the important things. So case 1, let masses are equal, m1 is equal to m2. Masses are equal and they have the different velocities. u1 and u2 are the different velocities. Okay, both are in motion. When masses are same means this one and this one both are going to be cancelled each other. So that implies, what is the result? v1 is equal to simply u2 and v2 is equal to simply equal to u1. That means the objects would like to exchange their velocities when masses are same. Second case. One more time I am explaining how v1 is equal to u2 and v2 is equal to u1. Look here, Nana. The first term becomes 0. In the second term, since masses are same, 2m gets cancelled, we have u2 only. Here also same thing, 2m cancel, we have u1, and this part becomes 0. That's why they will try to exchange the velocities. The first one. Case 2. Now in this particular case, let us consider that second object is at rest, u2 is equal to 0. u2 is equal to 0. And masses m1 is not equal to m2. Masses are not equal. Under that condition, what we write down here? Final velocity equations. v1 is equal to, simply I can write down as m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 into, we can write down as u1. And v2, final velocity, v2 is equal to, you can write down as 2m1 by m1 plus m2 into what you write down here? u1. So these are the velocities what we have to remember. Now in the second stage, here only we can consider one important condition. Now in this particular problem, we can consider what is the initial momentum. Initial momentum means what you write down, Anna? m1 u1 plus m2 into 0, because u2 is equal to 0. That means initial momentum is nothing but m1 u1. That is called as initial momentum. This is also called as total momentum of the system. What is the final momentum of the first object? Final momentum means what is that, Nana? m1 into v1 you can write down instead of v1. So m1 into v1. What is v1? This one only, na? Therefore you can write down as what? m1 u1 of m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2. I can write down like this. What is m1 u1? Called as p total. Therefore the fractional portion of the total momentum after collision retained by the first object given by p1 by p total is equal to, you can write down as m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2. This is the first important result we have to remember in the case 3. Case 3, this is point A, let us take. Point B. What is point B? Now in the point B, what is the final momentum? So P2F value. Let us try to take care. P2F is nothing but what we write down? Second object mass into final velocity. What is the final velocity V2? This is the P2F by P total is equals to, you can write down as 2m2 by m1 plus m2. We can write down like this.